Hey guys, it's Carla. Today I'm working on 140-pound cardstock paper with acrylic paint. This is white, golden yellow, green, kind of a dark green, light turquoise, light blue, violet, and coral. But you can come up with your own colors for this. So I've already painted my surface with a watered down red, just basic watered down red, and I'm going to use a synthetic angle brush and go ahead and start putting in some of my shapes. So I've got my outline sketched on, so I think I'm using plenty of paint. I think I'll go ahead and put in where my greenery is going to be. So I just want to very loosely scumble this in. I don't want to go too far up here because I want to show some water back here. So I'm going to make sure that I don't go above that. And then maybe I'll have some greenery right here. And I might have some more greenery, I don't know, but I'm going to go ahead and start on my sky. I think for the sky I'll pick up some blue, some purple, some white. Maybe some of that color too. I want it to be light, the sky to be light toward the horizon line, and then it can get darker. Okay, well, I think I want a little bit more purple in the sky. And if you'll notice, I'm not mixing my colors on the palette. I'm just picking up a little bit of each color that I want and letting it mix on the painting. All right. Now I'll go ahead and put in my ocean. So maybe a little bit of that. Bit of that. Okay, now I've got to decide what color my little shacks are going to be. I mean, which ones are going to be what color. So, I know I want one to be this coral color. Maybe I'll do the middle one. And then maybe this one. And maybe kind of a lighter blue on this one. I'm being very loose with my brush strokes because I want to keep this painting very relaxed. Maybe I'll have, well, I'll use this for the roofs. This painting should really teach you how to paint loosely, which is what a lot of people struggle with. But like this is a 5x7 paper, and this is a 1/2 inch brush, so it's a pretty big brush for this size surface, and the bigger brush you use, the looser your brush strokes are going to look, so that helps a lot. Come up with a shadow color here. So my light, I guess this is the eave. My light is going to be facing the shacks, so there won't be much of a shadow there, but there will be an eave. And shadow under there. All right, doors. Let's see. Maybe a mixture of purple and blue. Yeah, I like that. All right, now I need a road color. So maybe white and gold. Okay, now I want to indicate that the light is shining on the front side of these shacks. So, I'm going to lighten that color. Lighten this coral color. And the blue. Now I don't want my roofs to be all a solid color, a solid shade, so I'm gonna Put some highlights here. Because my light is coming this way. And maybe a little bit of just combine a little bit of lighter shade on the roof part. All right. Now, maybe I need a frame around the doors. So again, I'm going to use this color. Okay, it's starting to look really beachy. And I think I will put some greenery over here. So I'm going to pick up some of that dark green and just kind of scumble it in here and there. Just to add a little bit of, continue this green on over here. And while I'm at it, I can go ahead and put in some highlights here. Okay, now, I guess these doors need a doorknob. I'll just pick up different colors and create a dark shade. And then highlight it. All right, now I need to work on my lighthouse. So I'm going to switch to a small flat brush. And I want most of it to be white. And if I go ahead and paint this in, I can come back and put in my little lines. Not that I want to get real detailed, but it does need like railing around it. So I'm going to brighten this up. And it needs a roof. So I'm just going to tap in these rails. And a window, which is just basically just a line. Maybe this is rails too. I mean, bars, I don't know what it is. I'm looking at a reference photo that's not a painting, it's an actual photo, and so I'm trying to make it more artistic than what the photo itself is. Okay, now since the light is coming from over here, this side of the lighthouse needs to be shaded. A little bit more. Okay, now my sky has darkened up quite a bit, so I'm going to go back to my larger angle brush and brighten up the sky down at the horizon line. Now, one thing I like about this style of painting is that here and there you've got little specks of that background color showing through the red that we started with. And if you've got too many specks showing, you can go through and, you know, fill them in. But I wouldn't cover them all up, because that really does add to the looseness of the painting, and it brings some warmth into it. So maybe the water needs some work. Okay, I'm going to try something here. Okay, so for this coral building, I'm going to change the flavor just a little bit. And put in some shadow back here. And that helps to separate these two better. And I'll do the same thing with the blue. Just right against this other building. Just want it to be darker. Yeah, I think that helps a lot. And this one, of course, you can't see this side. So now I just want to look at it and see if it needs any extra touches. Maybe some darker here and there. And maybe to separate these buildings more, I mean these roofs more, I'll add in another highlight. As I'm sure you're aware, acrylic paint dulls down when it dries, so sometimes you gotta go back and brighten it up. All right, I believe I'm happy with that. So I hope y'all enjoy this one and give it a try. And until next time, God bless you.